Mr. Sam Cameron. Alright, I came all the way from Lyons. That's a small town in Nebraska. When I came to Omaha, I was like, wow, you guys have got paved roads. You got markets with more than 3 shelves. That's super. We actually did a lot of our shopping at a place called a Mini Mart in Lyons, which is stupid to call it that because everything in the town is mini. We're talking about a town where the tallest building was Pizza Hut. And it really improved the skyline. I'll tell you what, things are improving there, though. We're actually getting a stoplight. We haven't decided on the colors to use yet, or what order to put them in. But things are improving. I'm not dogging Lyons or anything like that. There's a lot of great attractions there. Omaha's got some great attractions, downtown Barcy. If you come to Lyons, though, you can sit on a combine, or you can sit on Mary Jo. Everybody else has. But anyway, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 29 years old. My life is completely on track. Graduated from college. Started a master's degree program. And next year, moving out of my parents' house. Even though I live at home, completely independent, I decide what night of the week I get to stay up past 10. I decide what day of the week I get my allowance. And when I go on a date with a girl, I got a strong rule that they can't say anything to embarrass me from the back seat of the car. But anyway, I grew up on a farm, a regular farm, 800 acres corn, 750 acres soybeans, 3.5 cubic feet of marijuana. I just volunteered, though. It means that it grew on its own after somebody planted it there. But, yeah, anyway, Dad's gradually getting me back into the farming business. You know, last week he got me my first little farm set. But, it's pretty tough. You try milking one of those dairy cows. But it's hard growing up on a farm, though, because I was 3 miles from, you know, any other kid. I didn't learn normal things from, like, regular kids. You know, so I ended up learning about sex from, like, watching the hogs. Which is kind of, I mean, nothing wrong with it, but, like all the girls I date don't understand why I make the oinking sound. They don't know what the mud bath is for either. But transition from that. Before I was a comedian, I was a teacher. But then I found out that if you invest in a child, you probably won't get your money back. I always had to make those lesson plans. You know, not having a lesson plan is like not having toilet paper. You might start out okay, but in the end, you just got a mess. But teaching is tough, though. It's really tough. Because what am I dealing with? I'm dealing with bad attitudes. I'm dealing with bad language, people breaking the rules, and that's just the teachers. Then you got to deal with the kids, and that's a pain in the ass, too. But anyway, I went ahead and I moved to the city. Actually went to New York not too long ago. Things are pretty convenient in the city because they have valet parking everywhere. I was actually at a stoplight. 3 valets came running up to my car and said, "Get out of the car, give me your keys." I said, "All right, here you go." So now I'm walking. And it hit me, I realized that I didn't leave them a tip. And I think that's why they parked it so far away in the Hudson. Anyway, there's plenty of nice girls in the city, too. I had one nice gal came up to me and said, "Hey, looking for a good time?" And I was like, "Yeah, how about bowling?" So we went bowling. It was the most expensive bowling I've ever had. But after that, I took her back to my apartment and really impressed her because not once, not twice, but 3 times we watched Star Trek. Then after that, one thing led to the other. We ended up playing Monopoly. And then after that, I get to the real reason why I brought her back there, pick up the tickets for the church bake sale. So I took her to the church bake sale and really got the spirit of it. She was walking around wanting to raise money from everybody. Man, I overheard her talking to some people. She wanted to charge $300 for a cream pie. And that's... that's just way too much to pay for one of those. So anyway, I decided I had to take her home. I took her home. And when I was drinking with some friends, don't drink too much because you never know what you wake up next to. When I woke up the next day, I woke up with my cabin was like $300 worth of cash. But then I realized this was the same gal from yesterday wearing dollar bill pattern pajamas. And so anyway, I took her home. And as she got out of the car, she said, "It's a good thing we didn't get involved because I have standards." No, like standards? Well, she didn't say standards, but she abbreviated it, STDS. And I said, well, I've got those too. I got mine from my parents. I get married someday, my wife's probably going to have them. If not, she's probably going to get some of mine. Then we'll pass them down to our children. And hopefully they'll spread out throughout the community. But anyway, I like the dating scene. I enjoy it. To me, dating is just like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Except sometimes you might find one a little bit chunkier than the others. And other times you might find one that has a surprising side. There's always some suspense involved when you unwrap one. Oh God, you got nuts! All right, you guys have been great. Thank you very much. All right, you can go for Sam Cameron.